Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that so many of us can relate to. Especially as we get a little older, that frustrating, seemingly unstoppable weight gain, and the feeling that our metabolism has just decided to take a permanent vacation. You know the feeling, right? You're eating the same, maybe even exercising more, but the number on the scale keeps creeping up. It can feel really disheartening, but I want you to know you're not alone, and there's a lot we can do about it, starting right in our own kitchens. So, first, let's quickly touch on why this happens. It's not just about willpower. As we age, our bodies go through significant hormonal shifts. For women, perimenopause and menopause bring a drop in estrogen, which can lead to more fat storage, particularly around the abdomen. For men, a gradual decline in testosterone, often called andropause, can have a similar effect, leading to less muscle and more fat. And speaking of muscle, that's another huge piece of the puzzle. We naturally start losing muscle mass as we age, a process called sarcopenia. Why does this matter for your metabolism? Well, muscle is metabolically active tissue. It burns more calories at rest than fat does. So, when you lose muscle, your body's base calorie burning rate, basal metabolic rate, slows down. It's like your internal engine is getting smaller. Then there's stress. Oh, stress. In our busy, modern lives, who isn't stressed? When we're chronically stressed, our bodies pump out a hormone called cortisol. A little cortisol is fine. But when it's constantly high, it signals your body to store fat, especially that stubborn belly fat. And it can also crank up your cravings for sugary, high-fat comfort foods. It's a vicious cycle. Finally, our activity levels often decrease. Maybe we have a desk job, we're busier with family, or we just don't move as much as we used to. All of these factors, hormones, muscle loss, stress, and less activity combine to create the perfect storm for a sluggish metabolism and unwanted weight gain. But here's the good news. We can fight back naturally, using simple, powerful ingredients you probably already have at home. Let's start with the spice rack. It's a treasure trove of metabolic support. First up is one of my absolute favorites, cinnamon. When your blood sugar spikes and crashes, it can lead to cravings and fat storage. Cinnamon helps improve your cells' sensitivity to insulin, the hormone that shuttles sugar from your blood into your cells for energy. By helping to keep your blood sugar stable, cinnamon can reduce cravings and support a healthier metabolic environment. Try sprinkling a teaspoon into your morning coffee, yogurt, or smoothies. Next, let's talk about adding a little heat with cayenne pepper. The active compound in cayenne, called capsaicin, is what gives it that spicy kick. Research shows that capsaicin can provide a mild, temporary boost to your metabolism by slightly increasing your body's core temperature, a process called thermogenesis. This means you burn a few extra calories. It's not a magic bullet, but every little bit helps, right? Plus, some studies suggest it can also help reduce appetite. You don't need much, just a little pinch in your soups, stews, or even sprinkled over your eggs can do the trick. Moving from the spice rack to the pantry and fridge, let's focus on the foods we should be eating. One of the most important groups is high-fiber foods, especially legumes like lentils, chickpeas, and black beans. Fiber is fantastic for a few reasons. First, it slows down digestion, which helps you feel fuller for longer and prevents those dramatic blood sugar spikes we talked about. Second, soluble fiber acts as a prebiotic, feeding the good bacteria in your gut. A healthy gut microbiome is increasingly being linked to better weight management and overall metabolic health. And of course, we can't forget leafy greens. Spinach, kale, collard greens, load up your plate with these. They are incredibly nutrient-dense but very low in calories. They're also packed with fiber and water, which adds volume to your meals and helps you feel satisfied without overeating. A big salad before your main meal is a fantastic strategy to manage your portion sizes naturally. Now, for the macronutrients, if there's one thing you should prioritize at every single meal, it's protein. Lean protein sources like chicken breast, fish, tofu, eggs, and Greek yogurt are crucial for fighting a slowing metabolism. Why? Because protein is essential for building and maintaining that calorie-burning muscle mass we talked about. Plus, your body actually uses more energy, more calories to digest protein compared to fats and carbs. This is called the thermic effect of food. So, a high-protein diet can give your metabolism a gentle, continuous nudge. Aim to include a source of protein with every meal and snack. And please, do not be afraid of healthy fats. For years, we were told to avoid fat, but that's old science. Healthy fats from sources like avocado, nuts, seeds, and olive oil are vital for your health. They are essential for hormone production. Remember those hormonal shifts we mentioned? And they are incredibly satiating. A little bit of healthy fat with your meal will keep you feeling full and satisfied for hours, making you much less likely to reach for unhealthy snacks later on. Let's talk about what to drink. Hydration is key, but we can supercharge our water with herbs. The undisputed king of metabolic boosting herbs is green tea. Green tea is rich in antioxidants, called catechins, particularly one called epigallocatechin, gallet, or EGCG. Numerous studies have shown that EGCG can support fat oxidation, which is your body's ability to burn fat for fuel. Combining the EGCG in green tea with its natural caffeine content creates a synergistic effect that can give your metabolism a nice little boost. Swapping out sugary sodas or juices for a few cups of green tea each day is a simple, powerful change. Another fantastic herb to consider is fenugreek. These small, golden seeds have been used for centuries in traditional medicine. Fenugreek is high in soluble fiber, which helps with satiety and slows the absorption of sugar. Some research also suggests it can help with glucose regulation and insulin sensitivity. You can buy fenugreek seeds, lightly toast them to bring out their nutty, maple-like flavor, and sprinkle them on salads or vegetables. You can also find it in supplement form or as a tea. So, how do we put this all together into a daily lifestyle? It's all about creating smart, sustainable habits. Let's focus on meal composition. Instead of just thinking about calories, think about building a balanced plate. At every meal, ask yourself, where is my protein? Where is my fiber? And where is my healthy fat? A perfect example for breakfast could be 2 scrambled eggs for protein, with a handful of spinach and a pinch of cayenne cooked in, and a side of half an avocado for healthy fat and fiber. And omega-3 fats. Served with a side of quinoa and roasted broccoli seasoned with a little cinnamon and garlic. By prioritizing protein and fiber at every meal, you're redoing two critical things. You're re-providing the building blocks to maintain or even build muscle mass. And you're keeping yourself full and satisfied, which naturally helps you control your overall calorie intake without feeling deprived. This approach shifts the focus from restriction to nourishment. You're not starving yourself, you're fueling your body with exactly what it needs to thrive. Remember, these kitchen remedies are part of a bigger picture. They work best when combined with regular physical activity, especially strength training to build that muscle. getting enough quality sleep, which is crucial for hormone regulation, and finding healthy ways to manage stress, like meditation, yoga, or even just a daily walk in nature. It's about making small, consistent changes that add up over time. Don't try to change everything overnight. This week, maybe you focus on adding a protein source to every meal. The week after, you might try incorporating strength training twice a week. This journey is about being kind to yourself and understanding that your body is changing. Fighting against it with crash diets will only make things worse. Instead, we need to work with our bodies, giving them the nutrients and support they need to rebalance and get that metabolic fire burning a little brighter again. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you found these tips helpful and feel empowered to take control of your metabolic health. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. Let me know in the comments which of these tips you're going to try first. See you next time.